Will the pressure be too much for our little team? Will our engine finally go pop? Will the pressure of the race be too much for our little team? Will our little engine and our ambitious goals to maximize every ounce on the track come back to bite us in the butt? Or will we finally find a way to get a victory at Texas? Or will things just fail? Only time will tell in our pursuit of the championship. This is NASCAR Thunder 2004. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Neko Darius. We are back playing NASCAR Thunder 2004. And we're going to Atlanta Motor Speedway's sister track. I mean, before the big repaves. Oh, also, rest in peace, Eddie Gossage, former track president of Texas Motor Speedway. We're visiting the Lone Star State today for the Samsung Radio Shack. That's a throwback. 500 in Texas. The good news is we don't have much to really go over. Crazy news is we're still in the top 5 in the standings this deep into the early half of the season. Will it continue on? Only time will tell, right, guys? Let's find out. Let's go racing. So for the record, after the end of the last video, I don't know if you guys caught on that I was a little off with the number. I actually wasn't. It was $245,000 to do the overhaul of the chassis. And we are up to date on our numbers. So coming out of Bristol, we only have $85,000 to work with coming out of Bristol. And that's okay. Now, with our first Speedway generic chassis, a chassis that is built specifically for the Speedways, or at least overhauled, is now officially in our arsenal. What will this bring to us in Texas? I don't know. I actually don't know. I'm not going to bring our best motor yet. I'm going to bring our second best motor, which is engine number 3, because I'm planning for Talladega. Just in case something happens at Texas, we can still fall back to Talladega. Okay, guys? So don't get mad at me. I know what you're thinking. And then, of course, we'll use body number 1. We finally broke back above 60, 61, 62s, and 63s. We're now at 65 on the car rating scale. And that is a lot of rating points, especially considering where we had been hovering for the last few races, which is around the 62s and 61s. So finally, we're back on the right side of the 65 count. I'll see you guys at the track. Let's go racing. Car is completely unpracticed, but I think this car is running the same setup style as we ran at Lowe's in Atlanta. Oh, the car is glued to the track, guys. I don't know if y'all could tell based on last race that we did at the Speedway. But the car is like almost like it's just stuck. I feel really grippy in the corner.
Looking good.
It's a little tight because we are beginning to waltz up the track a little bit. So I think maybe a small adjustment to the wedge will help. So nice we had to come back and do it a second time, guys. Coming down to the line.
Hard work paid off.
2869. We got the pole. Bingo. I told you guys this was a good one. Didn't I?
Welcome to Texas Motor Speedway in Fort Worth, Texas, and today's NASCAR Winston Cup race, the Samsung Radio Shack 500. What's in store for these drivers today?
Texas is a D-oval, which is similar to Lowe's in Atlanta. It can be very tricky to drive, though, because it has a very narrow groove. These guys will have to be patient and plan their passes perfectly if they want a shot at victory lane.
The Nikon car has put together a great season so far.
He needs to just keep digging like he has been. Sometimes when a driver reaches the top 5 in points, they start to push themselves too hard on race day and wind up losing spots instead. I'm sure he doesn't want that.
Terry Labonte has been called the Iceman because of his cool demeanor under pressure. But maybe the nickname Iron Man is more appropriate.
That's right. Labonte set a record for consecutive race starts with 655. That's over 20 years without missing a race.
Steve Park just couldn't get up to speed in qualifying this week.
I spoke to the crew chief this morning and he told me they just missed the setup in qualifying. But he expects his driver to make his way up through the field and get a good finish without much problem.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
We're on the pole, and I love it. Maybe this time we'll do a little bit better than Bristol. We didn't lead the lap at Bristol. So maybe we can keep Michael Waltrip behind us just a little bit longer. Whoa. Almost had a real moment there.
Number 24 is inside.
Oh, come on, Jeff Gordon. Stop spoiling my first lap.
All clear, buddy. That bump didn't hurt us. Car's okay.
Get out my way.
Stay back there.
All right, now you can come and get your lead, man.
That lap was worth 5 bonus points. Good job.
I got into him. I had to. I needed to lead a lap. He took away my lead lap the last race, and I wanted to make sure I led a lap this time. I'm a little concerned about the car's motor. I feel like we're putting in a little bit more power than we normally do, and I've been like dangerously close to the rev limiter.
Best place for him is in your rear view mirror. 29-0. Keep it up. Great lap.
I don't know if the engine's gonna last 33 laps if we're running like near maximum RPMs. I'm very concerned about that, but we're trying to push everything we can in the car, and I think, you know, this car is more capable of winning one of these speedway races. Like we're in the top 5 in the standings. I'm feeling really good. I'm really trying to just stay in the top 5, maybe even in the top 10, and just kind of keep producing better results week in and week out, you know. And look at the gap where we're beginning to pull on these guys. Like we're pulling a gap on Dale Jarrett, Jeff Gordon, Bobby Labonte, you know, Jimmy Johnson, all of them.
28-50. Great lap. Great lap.
This must have been what it felt like to be Jeff Gordon last week at Bristol. Man's walked the whole field and just took off. Not even a caution could have slowed him down. Despite Hermie Sadler and Jimmy Johnson's best attempts.
Run some more like that one.
I'm getting kind of nervous on these RPMs, guys. I don't know if it's because the cooler temps today in Texas, or if the track is just really loving this car, or maybe we're just gripped up too much. Because I mean, the car feels perfect. We're not tight. I can run this car anywhere on the track. So I don't know if it's because of the fact we're running like the fastest we've ever run.
You're looking great from where I'm sitting. How's the car feel?
But I'm very concerned. We're right on the chip. Like I believe we are definitely redlining into the corners. Even down the back straight, we're redlining.
That's it. That's the speed we're looking for.
I mean, this is probably by far one of the best cars we've ever brought to the track. I mean, it's pretty boring, I know, because we're walking the field right now. But I mean, this I think is going to be the best shot that we've had to win a speedway race. You know, I think we did pretty well at Atlanta, but I definitely felt like we could have won that had we had like a better car. And I don't think we had a better car at that time. But Texas seems to be that track for us right now. Like, I think I'm running faster and faster each lap. Like, the car is just that good. Car was just that good.
Gas tank is at half.
A little bit of scrape on the wall. Shouldn't be too bad. I mean, the deck lid isn't even up, so I think we're good. It's bad. It's funny that like the going meme for us so far is the deck lid broken? Like that shouldn't have been a question I ever had to ask, but I guess I did.
Let's go.
Got a little loose off the corner there. I think we just got up to the flat stuff.
Your right front tire's wearing down. Try another line or you won't last. 28.79. That one was quick. Let's do it again.
Yeah, we're beginning to work our way up the hill a little bit more. But I mean, the gap between me and the field is a lot higher than I actually anticipated. So I'm thinking maybe we'll come down pit road at about lap 17, or maybe even lap 18. I mean, we were at halfway at 10 laps, so I don't know personally where we should pit, but I do know that we're doing well. And as long as we get on pit road with no like issues, the crew is a lot happier than they've ever been. I mean, I'm seeing 100s across the entire pit crew, you know, from the tire changers and the carriers and everything to, you know, the crew chief being at, I think it was above 76 or so. Like, we're definitely just tight. I can also see like the very brief glimpses of a car. I think we've almost caught the back of the field. That's how fast we've been going.
Careful, fuel's getting low. 28.95. Keep running that line. That lap was fast.
I wonder if we can go faster than 28.41. I want to know how fast we can go on these old tires. I mean, since we're going to be coming in within the next 2 laps, I think it would be cool to kind of see. Especially now with the field pitting.
28.86. Awesome lap.
That's Christian Fittipaldi. We just threw it in there.
Car is going high. Clear.
We got one more to go, and then we'll bring it down on pit road.
Easy, buddy. That left front tire's seen some action.
I'm still concerned about the rev line, but I mean, there's not much more I can do at this point. We're kind of in it.
That's the lap time I'm looking for. Keep it up, buddy. Gas tank's almost dry. Right rear's getting worn. Take it easy out there. Clear all around.
I did not want to come in the middle of a bunch of lap down cars or cars that are just coming off pit road, but it looks like we're going to have to. 70 miles. No damage to repair. We're good. Oh, there's the 6 car, the 18, the 88. I got held up.
5 more points. You've led the most. Great job.
And we led the most laps. Look at that, 10 bonus. Why is the 19 still on pit road? The 19 car just hit the pace car coming off pit road.
You got some traffic. Easy on the merge. Got one outside.
I'm gonna be real easy on the merge, guys. Like I'm not even gonna like force myself up like I normally do. Sorry, Greg Biffle.
Coming right. Clear on both sides.
Oh wow, the 46 and 43 got into each other. That's hilarious.
Got one outside.
Excuse me, Greg Biffle. Ah man, just a little paint. You're good.
Right pass, buddy. Clear. 66. Far outside.
I'm a little bit more concerned being behind slower cars coming into the corners because we're definitely picking up picking up the pace. We're picking up speed a lot. I'm really worried about the RPMs on this car. I don't think we got the car's engine right. No, guys, we're smoking. We've got an engine problem. I need to nurse it. We have to nurse it. Oh no. I have to put on both headphones here.
Number 30 is going on. The 30 car is outside.
Guys, we got drama. The engine has started smoking. I think I pushed too hard, guys. If I start hearing it ticking around, we're in trouble. Let's see if I can put it a little bit more.
31, 30. Looking good.
I can't push. If I push past 8,000, I think we're gonna blow it. What do I do? What do I do, guys? I'm trying to stay as competitive as possible by staying like right with Greg Biffle ever so slightly. If we can do that, I think we'll have a chance, but I don't think it's just gonna hold. Everything was going so smoothly. I think we're down a cylinder. I can hear my heart pounding in my ears, guys. Like we've been trailing this smoke the whole time. Like I'm trying to keep the engine put together. I think if we were to retire, we'd be the only car out.
30, 30.
Good lap.
I don't know if we can even hold on to win the race, guys. Oh, I'm trying everything. Oh, come on. Don't give up on me, car.
Halfway on fuel.
Come on. Don't give up on us, guys. Come on. Dale Jarrett is closing in on me. If it starts to knock around, we're dead. We're done. If it knocks around, I don't think the car will hold. Dale Jarrett is here. There's somebody on pit road with an engine problem, so I'm not going to be the only car. But I don't want to be that car that also falls out because of an engine problem. I mean, bringing it down pit road and fixing it probably would have also helped, but I mean, what do you do when you're running this well, this long?
30, 43.
Run some more like that one.
Number 88 is looking low.
I can try to block. I don't know how long I'll be able to block him, though. He's obviously got overspeed on me. If I can just get these two, because these two have been battling.
29, 95.
That's a quick one, buddy. Keep it up.
No. It's not what I wanted to hear. I was the caution. No. No. Hold. 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 I can't block everyone. Come on. Get me to the line. Come on. Get me to the line, car. Come on.
3 wide. Hold that line.
I can't spin anybody. I can't.
37, 1.
No.
The yellow didn't wave as much as usual.
Well, the fans probably would have liked to see more excitement. Now, I'm sure the drivers, on the other hand, were happy about the low number of cautions.
The Nikon car never even got a scratch in this race.
That will be a relief on the old wallet, too. It costs big money to keep these NASCAR Winston Cup cars in tip-top shape week in and week out. When you don't damage them on race day, they help save a lot of time and money.
The 53 car has begun a new rivalry on the racetrack.
You don't make it into Cup racing without being competitive. And sometimes those instincts get a little out of hand. It should be fun to see what happens next.
We hope you enjoyed today's race as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. Until next time, this is EA Sports signing off.
I said it throughout the whole race. I was concerned about the engine. And it started doing what I was afraid it was going to do. And I couldn't lay off that much any further. I laid off enough. And it finally gave out on us. That's a tough pill to swallow. Losing the race like that, losing the motor like that. That's a tough one. Well, before we head out to Atlanta, and pack the car up and figure out what went wrong, maybe the setup that I put in for our first season is not compatible with our current car and the evolution of our car. Our car has evolved beyond the setup I put in. So I'm gonna have to reevaluate that setup going forward. I believe it's still the same setup that I had at Atlanta earlier. I guess our evolution with the new chassis surpassed all that. But anyways, in shock news, Greg Biffle, who was just in front of me in the leader before my engine blew, somehow won the race. I can't explain this. Christian Fittipaldi finished second in shocking news. Mark Martin is still on a resurgent streak, finishing third. Dale Jarrett fourth, Sterling Marlin fifth, Jimmy Johnson, Bobby Labonte, Kevin Harvick, Dale Jr., and Kurt Busch rounding out your top 10. Have you guys noticed I'm missing the 24 car and the 20 car? I believe the 2 and a few others were up there as well. Jeff Gordon wound up dropping to 11th on the restart. Tony Stewart was 12th. Matt Kenseth 13th. Ryan Newman, Ricky Rudd in your top 15. Yeah, completely surprising. By the way, there was a major accident when I came across the line on fire or with my engine blown. I was hoping the AI would have just taken control of my car. I probably should have just drove down pit road, but then I probably would have lost even more spots anyway. So I don't think it would have saved much for us. We blew the motor. There was no comeback for that motor, I don't think. Yeah, so a big accident occurred on the same lap that I blew my motor. Rusty Wallace blew his fuel cell and finished 41st, with me finishing 42nd. And Jeff Burton was the one who fell out with his engine. I can't believe we led 28 laps. And Ashton Lewis, by the way, who was battling Greg Biffle, finished 40th. Talladega's next. Let's go home and assess the damage. So you guys know how I talked about Greg Biffle winning the race? That's his first career win. He won one race, one top 5, one top 10, and one at Texas. Shockingly enough. So Greg Biffle's now a race winner. Who put that in their bingo book? Also, Christian Fittipaldi getting second is his best career finish since he finished third last season. So what's going on here with some of these drivers? Also, Mark Martin is now up to 16th in the standings, and that's really good for Mark Martin. Looking at the stuff from our team, our sponsors are not as happy. I mean, we're still averaging a 20th place finish. We're averaging an average start in 20th. You know, we're ranking 20th in points, and we're just participating in each race to get paid. We're doing what we're supposed to do for all of our sponsors. It's just we lost a lot of prestige on them, considering the engine blowout. And the happiness of our team is a little low. They're a little dejected coming out of that one. Yep, our best motor, or second best motor, is now down to a 72 in the condition. So we're gonna have no choice but to repair this motor. Now this is an urgent matter. We do have 355,000 to work with, and I think it's okay for us to go ahead and just chuck it in for an overhaul with 228,000, and that would leave us with 127,000 to play with coming out of Talladega to add on to our total. So I probably should have backed off when we had such a huge lead, all things considered. Just wanted to push the car and see what we could do with it. And that cost us really badly. If you like today's video, hit the like and subscribe button. Had a chance at one. Slipped right through my fingers. I'll see you guys next time. Be easy, everybody.